May the 9th. Backyard farming, Tallahassee, Florida. I've completed the foundation on the storage shed, or man cave, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the different devices that I use to tie this down with, and also talk about the permitting issues. Close-up of a connector here using the J-bolt. The finished product here is the new pier that I had to pour. This was an existing pier. This is the same connector, except it's got a 6-inch Titan half-inch bolt that you use a hammer drill to drill out that 6-inch hole with. This 2x10 is just a brace temporarily that I put across here to keep things aligned, but this is actually will be one of the floor joists. Of course, it won't be laying down like this, it'll be standing up, and you can see that the floor joist will rest on the inner half of the supporting beam, and the outer frame will ride on the outside beam. If you decide to get a building permit, you'll have to realize one thing for sure, that if you're not using a contractor, you're doing it yourself, you'll probably be scrutinized a little closer by not only the people issuing the permit, but also by the inspectors that come out and take a look at your work, because they will be looking closer at the quality of your workmanship and how closely you are adhering to the standards that are going to be required. And since we're about 100 miles from the coast in hurricane country, there's some pretty stringent tie-down requirements here. You need to come up with a way to have your permit on display and available for the inspectors. You can buy something or just make things out of scrap pieces like we did here. Go ahead and pull that thing out of there. It needs to be, of course, waterproof. When you get the permit, you'll get along with it a packet of approved drawings that you've submitted, and along with that, depending on how big the structure is, in the case of the one I'm building, which is over 600 square feet, I had to have a wind load analysis because we're in a 100-year floodplain. I had to have a flood letter. You'll also have to, here at least in Florida, in Leon County, you'll have to file for a notice to the county that you're going to actually begin construction. The fee is nominal. It's not that much, but basically I think it's primarily for their tax records. But the building fee in my case was like $261. Stormwater and some other information, $180. Various other state fees and whatever, but the total amount that I paid was $571. The wind load analysis probably is going to run you somewhere around $250, $300. Then you've also got the flood letter, another couple of hundred. The engineering work that I had to have done because my foundation was not adequate. Plus, I also had a second trip to the engineer because I'm not using trusses and I'm going to do common framing. I had to get some of my drawings approved and stamped by the engineer. So I basically had about $1,000 tied up with the engineering firm. So between the engineering firm and the permitting fees, I have probably $1,500–1,600 invested already in the project.